We're going to do examples of counting problems using permutations, combinations, and the multiplication principle. So first, how many four-letter words can you make using the letters A, B, C, and D? And by words, we don't necessarily mean an actual word in the English language. We mean a sequence of letters where order matters. So, we have four letters. They're all different, so I'm not allowed repeats. I have order matters because it's a word. It matters what order you put the letters in. So I'm going to be using permutations. I have four letters to choose from, and I want four of them for a four-letter word. So it's 4 perm 4, which is 24. How many three-letter words using the first 5 letters of the alphabet? Again, we're doing a permutation. I have 5 letters to choose from. This time I only want 3 of them. And 5 perm 3 is 60. How many words can we form from the letters of Antarctica? Now you notice there are 3 A's in this, okay. There are 2 T's, okay. And then, and I spelled it wrong, didn't I? I'm missing a C. I knew something was wrong. And there are 2 C's, and then there's the letters N, R, and I that only appear once. So this is actually going to be done using a combination of chooses and perms. First, we're going to choose the spots where the A goes. We have 3 A's. I need to choose 3 spots out of 10 where the A goes. Now, it doesn't matter which spot I choose first, so I'm going to use a combination. This is choosing the A's. Now I'm going to use choose again to choose the spots for the letter T. I'm down to 7 spots because 3 have already been used, and I'm going to pick 2 of them to house T's. Similarly, I'm going to use a choose to pick spots for the letters C. I'm down to 5 spots, and I'm going to use 2 of them for C's. There are 3 remaining spots for the letters N, R, and I. And those ones we're going to use a permutation for, because I'm not choosing what spots, they're already chosen for me. I'm choosing which letters to put in each spot, and it matters which letter I put in each spot. They're 3 perm 3. You multiply all these together, and we get a very large number of words that can be formed from the letters of Antarctica. Okay. Now, how many ways can 5 people sit into 8 seats? There's 2 things you need to pick here. First, you need to pick which 5 seats of the 8 are actually going to be sat in, and then you need to pick who sits in which seat. So, since it doesn't matter which order I pick the seats that will be used, I'm going to use a choose. This is picking the seats that will be used. And then I'm going to place the 5 people in those seats, and this time order does matter, because it's a different seating arrangement if different people sit in different seats. How many different 5-digit numbers using these numbers? Well, in a 5-digit number, order matters. I do have partial repeating. Okay, so just like I did up here with Antarctica, first of the 5 digits, I'm going to choose 3 of them that I'll put a 2 in. And it doesn't matter which 2 I put there, okay, so I'm using a choose. Then the remaining 2 spots, I'm going to use a permutation to place the numbers 1 and 7, because it matters which order I put them in, because the first will get the 1, the second will get the 7. Okay. Let's do some poker. Straight flush. This is 5 cards in the same suit that are consecutive cards. They can start with an ace, all the way up to starting with a 10, because in flush, ace can be both high or low. So I could do 10, jack, queen, king, ace. So I have 10 cards they can start with. Okay. So the first thing is to choose, of my 10 cards that I'm allowed to start with, which one I'm actually going to start with. And I'm choosing, because it doesn't matter what order I choose the starting one, it's always the starting one. Then I'm going to choose my suit, okay, the suit that this thing's going to be in. And this will give me my total number of straight flushes. Okay. For a full house, we're looking for a 3 of a kind and a pair. So first I'm going to choose the suit that my 3 of a kind will be. Then I'm going to choose which of the 4 cards in, First I'm going to choose the rank that my 3 of a kind will be. Then I'm going to choose of that rank. There are 4 cards, and I want to choose 3 of them. Then I'm going to choose of the remaining 12 ranks what rank my pair will be. Then of the 4 cards, I'm going to choose 2 of them to be my pair. Last, I'm going to do a flush. This is 5 cards in the same suit, but they don't necessarily have to be in consecutive order like in the straight flush. So first I'm going to pick what suit they're going to be. There are then 13 cards in that suit, and I simply want 4 of them. So you see that sometimes we use just permutations, sometimes just combinations, and sometimes a combination of chooses and perms based on what we're picking at the time and does order matter for that choice.